Good evening to the leadership and management of Global Renewable Fuels Alliance, or the GRFA. I suggest that the next World Future Energy Summit, wherever it may be located, that you formally submit a proposal to the United Nations that outlines all fuel companies within and or affiliated with UN countries expedite their transition to biofuel alternatives for their fuel supplies. The World Future Energy Summit is the world's foremost annual event dedicated to advancing future energy efficiency, and clean technologies. The summit attracts heads of states, journalists, international policymakers, invested and academic leaders to discuss practical and sustainable solutions for future energy challenges. At a recent summit in 2003 in Abu Dhabi, your leaders attended to commit to increasing biofuel shares of the future global energy mix. I align with your organization because of the claims that biofuels will help shape the future renewable energy because they're good for the global environment and the global economy. According to a 2013 commission by your organization, the global biofuels industry is reported to be nearly a $300 billion industry annually and supporting nearly 1.4 million jobs in all sectors of the global economy as far back as 2010. It was estimated that 85 billion gallons of ethanol were produced and estimated to have reduced GHG emissions by over 100 million tons, the equivalent of taking more than 20 million cars off the road annually. The International Energy Agency has characterized today's energy system as unsustainable, which is slowing down the economy because the crude oil industry is receiving record subsidies and oil prices are still at all-time high. Under the recast of the European Union's Renewable Energy Directive, or RED2, which will govern the bloc's renewable energy policy from 2020 to 2030, the Commission has proposed to cut the cap on crop-based biofuels, including ethanol and transport fuel, from 7% to 3%, which is ridiculous. Criticisms of biofuels policy in the European Union is crystallized around the question of emissions from indirect land usage change. The idea that using agricultural land to make fuel displaces food production and leads to land use elsewhere. This can change the form of deforestation or the conversion of carbon-rich ecosystems to farmland, increasing the indirect carbon footprint of these fuels, canceling out any GHG savings and causing unwanted societal side effects. Bottom line, now is the time to move on to an issue that requires tough decisions to be made. This is showing of such an important commitment to the global economy and the reformation of nations who are considered to be leaders, the UN, who will help to confirm the necessary culture changes we need to commit to. We've watched this growing concern slowly evolve into a legit social issue that technology thankfully can help us adjust to. So at what point do you use the knowledge gained from technology and to maximize the utility of what technology we have now to formally address the problem? Thank you for your time, and I hope you consider this proposal at your next formal summit.